Hello friends, welcome to Pawan channel. In this video, we are going to see how to create the SessionFactory object in Hibernate. So I'll create the SessionFactory object from scratch step by step. So let's start. So I'm going to open my Eclipse, and now I'll create one Marvin project, right, from scratch. So let's click here, create a project, and write here Marvin, okay, and then Marvin project, and create a simple project. So I'm going to click here and then click next. Here in group ID you have to give package name com.pawansoft, okay, and in artifact ID I'm going to give project name, so SessionFactoryCreation. Okay, so I'll create the SessionFactory object in Hibernate. So let's give the project name SessionFactoryCreation, okay, then click on finish button. After finishing, you can see here it's downloading the some jar related, okay, so expand it, and now open the Pom.Xml file. Here you can see nothing I'm using, right? Simply there is a group ID and artifact ID, and version, this is snapshot, and here you can see Java version is 1.5 by default. So in this video we are going to use latest one. So now I'm going to write dependency, right? Inside dependency I'm going to add some dependencies. So I'm going to open my browser. Here I'll write Marvin repository, okay. In Marvin repository I'll search Hibernate. So I'll use Hibernate latest one, right? So let's see which one is latest one. Latest one is 6.0.0 beta 3, right? And this release date is December 2021 only, 18 December 2021, right? You can see. So I'm going to take this one, and this one you can see Hibernate version is 6.0.0 beta 3, right? And now I'm going to add MySQL dependency, MySQL connector. This one also I'll use latest one. You can see latest one is 8.0.27, right? And this release date is October 2021, right? So I'm going to take this one. That's it. And now I'll add some piece of the code like build, and after here I'll source directory src/main/java, and I'll use some plugins. Inside plugins I'll add some plugin, okay, and here I'll add artifact ID. I'll use Marvin connector hyphen Marvin connector plugin, and its version is 3.5.1. okay, and then I'll use some configuration, site configuration. I'll use source, source, Java source is 16, right, and target also 16, right. So Java version I'm using 16. Latest is 17. If you go to Google and you search Java version, latest version, so it's 17, right. So currently I'm using 16 only. Let's update the project. Java version should update, right. Here 1.5 is currently, so it should come 16 because I've given Java 16, right. Marvin connector, sorry, here compiler should compiler, Marvin compiler plugin. Let's update again. Here it will come 16. You can see Java 16 version, right, because I'm using source file is 16 and target is 16. So, and if you see, go to Marvin dependency, here you can see Hibernate MySQL connector is 8.0.27 and Hibernate 6.0.0 beta 3, right. And now I'm going to create one class. Go to Java source, main Java, and create a class Hibernate util, and I'll give package name com.pawansoft.util. Let's create the SessionFactory object. Declare the SessionFactory static SessionFactory and SessionFactory, okay, and give one static block. Inside the static block I'll check if SessionFactory object is null, okay. If null, then create, I'll use try catch, I'll create configuration object, okay. cfg is equal to new configuration dot config, okay, and then I'll create standard service registry, new standard standard service registry builder, okay. Then call apply setting. Here I'll call cfg dot get properties, and finally call build method, okay. and now I'll create SessionFactory object. Okay, SessionFactory equal to cfg dot build SessionFactory object. That's it, and e dot print stack trash. Now let's create the main class. I'll create one main class to check the code is working or not. So let's give the client code, client code, and I'll give this package name is client, and write one main method, and here I'll write some piece of the code. So let's see. Try resource. Okay, create the session object. Hibernate, right? Hibernate util. Hibernate util dot get SessionFactory. Okay, so you have to create one SessionFactory object here. This is static block, public static SessionFactory get SessionFactory. Okay, and then to return SessionFactory object. So here what will happen, here creating the SessionFactory object first and checking. So if here I am using static block, right? Static block will load once, right, at the class loading only. When I'll use this class Hibernate util class, so at the one class this when I'll use this class name. Okay, then if this class will load, then when this class will load, then this static block will execute. So here, and this static, here also I'm using static, right? So this code, this line of the code and this block of the code, right, this piece of the code will load at the time of the class loading only. So when I'm using here, I'm calling Hibernate util dot get SessionFactory, right? SessionFactory dot open session. So when this line will execute, means here I'm calling Hibernate util dot get SessionFactory dot open session. So it will give me session object. Okay, and so this time this class will load, Hibernate util class will load, and when it will load, it will create the SessionFactory object. So and static block will execute, right? So here it will check SessionFactory is null, right? So currently is null, there is no object, right? So then it will come inside this block, inside this block. Okay, then it will create the configuration object, and it will create the standard service registry and standard service registry object. And here I am calling new standard service registry builder dot apply setting and cfg dot get property dot build. And finally I'm creating the SessionFactory object by calling cfg dot build SessionFactory by passing a standard service registry object. Okay, and then and here it will return, means what will happen, basically Hibernate util dot get SessionFactory method, right? So this method is calling. When this method is calling, so this object will return. So this time from here it will go control here, and it will create the object, and here it will come here, and finally this piece of the code will execute. Then finally it will return the SessionFactory object, and from SessionFactory object I'm getting session object, right? Using SessionFactory object I'm opening session. So this line, and here from session object, and finally now I'm going to print the Hibernate version. So currently you can see my database version, database version. So database version currently I'm using 8.0.27, right? So now what I want to print my database version. So I'm writing the code for it. So writing string result, okay, result or object result, okay, and session dot create native query, and here I have to pass the query. So I'm going to get the database version, right? So database version PRSION, okay. Then finally I'm calling get single result, okay. So single result type, if you see, get single result, right? Single result type returning object, right? That's why I've given here object. If you will use his string here, so you have to typecast it. Let's see. Right? If you see here, this is returning, the return type is object. Type mismatch, cannot convert from object to string, so you have to typecast or change the result type, right? So currently I'm using object only, or you can change or string also, and then if you use string here, then you have to typecast. So I'm going to print the result. So my database version is okay, and giving the new line, then print the result. Here simply I'm going to print it out print stress. Okay, let's run the project, and let's see running finally or not. So it will give me error, because let's see what error we are getting. First see the error, okay. Here if you see, my Hibernate version is 6.0.beta 3, right? And here unable to could not locate XML, right? CFG configuration XML resource, right? Which is default name is Hibernate configuration file name, default name is hibernate.cfg.xml, right? So we have to create the configuration object, right? So let's create the configuration object, new configuration, right? Hibernate, and default file name you have to default file name is hibernate.cfg.configuration. Here you have to give driver class, right? So I'm using MySQL driver, so I have to give my com.mysql.jdbc driver, right? And URL JDBC : MySQL : localhost, and port number 3306, and you have to give here database name, right? So my database name is Pawan, and here give username. So MySQL database username is root, right? And let's give the okay, and let's finish it. Let's go to source, right? Here if you see here, this is nothing is there, only driver class, URL, username, password, right? And nothing more. So let's run the main class. If you run the main class client code, you can see we are able to get the database version, right? And here you can see my com.driver, this is driver class, com.mysql JDBC driver, and this is URL, and this is database name. My database name is Pawan, and the username is root, okay? And password is encrypted, right? Password and username. And if you see Hibernate version is 6.00 beta 3, okay? And if you go to below, and finally we are able to get the Hibernate my database version, right? Let's run again. We are able to get the database version, right? So that's it for this video, and if you really like this video, please like and please subscribe my channel. And if you want this source code, so you can ping me on my Telegram, and all Telegram, Instagram, Facebook URL I will mention in description, so you can follow from there. And if you want to see this source code, you can ping me on, you can join my Telegram and you can ping from there, right? So I will attach this source code there only, in Telegram only, so you can download from there. And please join my Telegram. Thanks for watching.